Welcome back to this video series on Rest Assured. In this video, we're going to have a look at how we can send parameters. What are parameters, you might ask? Well, a parameter is an extra variable, an extra value sent with a request, and it can usually be identified by the question mark. So you usually have your URL. You have then the parameter, which is the question mark, and they have the parameter name, and then its value. Just make here value. What I didn't take into account when I selected the RESTful Booker API was the fact that it doesn't really support parameters, or it doesn't have any parameters. However, we are going to see how you send these parameters in Rest Assured. And to make up for the small mistake, we're also going to have a look at how we can improve our, let's say, our setup in the test. So let me explain what I mean. In a previous video, we had a look at the booking, and I said if we read the documentation and we search for this booking, we find it for the get bookings, but we also find it for get booking as a common part. However, if we are a little bit more careful, besides this booking, which at that point we considered our main URL or our main URI, Uniform Resource Identifier, if we are to be more specific, we can take this section here. And this is basically a common section for all of the endpoints, which would definitely make it as a more suitable candidate. So let me go into IntelliJ and explain to you what I mean. So in a past video, so not a future one, in a past video, in the setup function, we put the base URI as being the this part / the booking. In order to make our tests actually more correct, if you want, the base URI needs to be set like this, and we can set a base path. So it's if we are testing bookings and doing most of our bookings part, then this too would help us to set our setup. If, for example, we want to have something else as base path in other tests, we can just set that up here. And if we have it set up like this, when we do a get booking, we actually don't need to provide anything in the get. It will perform a get with this URI / the booking. So let's run this. This is common. We saw this in previous videos where we make the response in given when then format, and then we extract the response as a string and we print it. That's the reason why I didn't write it, but I copy pasted it. And if we have a look, so this is basically what we see. We have all of our bookings, and we didn't need to add anything in the get. Okay, but how do we send a parameter? So let's have a look in Postman. What I did here is basically mumbo jumbo because, like I said, this part we don't even need, or it's basically ignored by the RESTful Booker. But it is good to know how we can send this. Make it nice, parameter underscore name. Looks more professional. So we would do our normal request, and between the when and the get, we will just need to put query parameter, the parameter name. So let's say parameter name, and then the parameter value. And if we run this, we should see all the information for the booking. And here it is. So like I said, the RESTful Booker doesn't have any query parameters. It just has path parameters, which we saw in previous videos, how we can use those. But if you have any API which supports query parameters, you can identify them also in Postman. So we saw in previous videos how we can make the request in Postman. And Postman has a section called params, and there you have the key value pairs which you need to input, and you can just take this and add them to the rest assured code, and it will do it will do the query with those parameters. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.